Good morning students. Today this is the lecture of class 4th subject English and I am Deepthi over here to tell you about your lesson 2 of grammar, and this is your lesson in your PC Ran's grammar book. As we have discussed lesson 1, that is about sentences, and I have told you about subject already in that chapter. In this chapter, I will tell you about the subject and predicates. Basically, what are subjects? I will tell you about subject in the particular slides. A slight difference of subject and predicate is that subject are basically noun. It can be a pronoun or it can be a noun phrase. But a predicate can be a verb, it can be a verb phrase, or it can be a verb phrase with the other added words. After the verbs, the words we added, they are also called predicates. As I have already told you that this is the lecture of your class and lesson 2, subject and predicate. So we will proceed. A complete simple sentence has a subject and a predicate. We bifurcate, or you can say divide a sentence into two parts, that is subject and predicate. Suppose we have a sentence, you and I are learning about sentences. So over here, you and I, our subject, are learning about sentences is predicate. All the words in a subject form the complete subject, and all the words in a predicate forms the complete predicate. I will tell you how a subject works. The subject in a sentence names whom or what the sentence is about. That means the sentence which is there by it is for whom and what. A complete subject can be a noun, pronoun, or a noun phrase. The sun rises in the east. Over here, the sun is a noun and it is subject also. My uncle is very tall. My uncle is pronoun. Is very tall is predicate over here. My mother's name is Ria. This is a noun phrase and this is a subject. Now I will tell you about predicate. The predicate is that part of sentence that tells what is said of the subject. Complete predicate can be verb phrase, and with verb phrase all the words after the verb are called a complete predicate. The king is very kind. The king is subject over here, is very kind is predicate. He is an honest boy. He is subject over here and predicate is an honest man, because he is a pronoun and is an honest man is a verb phrase. So this is a predicate. Now I will tell you about subject, verb and object with the help of the following example which are given over here. The subject is usually a naming word. In the previous classes, you came to know about the naming words, and the naming words are basically, we say, are nouns. So subject is basically a noun, and the verb follows the subject and points to the action that is done by the subject. So the action done by a subject is called verb. For example, the bird flies. So bird is naming word and it is a subject. flies is the action which is done by a bird. So flies is verb as it points to action. An object. An object is a noun or pronoun which is the receiver of the action. Object usually follow a verb. That means verb, after verb the object comes, and a verb follows a subject. So this is a sequence, that first subject, then verb, and then object. For example, the boy made a paperboard. The boy, subject, made, verb, a paperboard is object. So each subject, verb and object follow each other. The teacher writes on board. The teacher writes on board. The teacher is subject, writes, verb, on board is object. Now again I am telling about the verb. Verb are called action words, or we can say doing words. A verb is that part of sentence that tells us what the subject performs. For example, Ram walks in the morning. So where Ram is subject, walks is an action word, so it is a verb. In the morning is object, because in the morning follows by the verb. Now it's time for homework. So exercise 1. In the exercise 1, I am giving you the sentences, and the sentences you have to break up the following sentences into subject and predicate. And you very well know that subject are the nouns, pronouns, or the noun phrase, and rest of the part is predicate. So it's very easy and you have to do it correctly. The first sentence, my uncle is very tall. First sentence I will help you. My uncle is pronoun, so it is a subject. Is very tall is predicate. Next, the donkey is braying. The king is very kind. The cuckoo sings sweetly. You have to do all the subject and predicate, bifurcate it and write S for subject and P for predicate. Shreya loves to eat ice cream. He is an honest boy. In all the sentence, you have to underline and write S for subject and P for predicate. Now the exercise 2 is also there. In each of the sentence, identify and write the subject, verb and object. Just keep in your mind that first subject will come, then verb and then object. So in the series, you have to bifurcate the subject, verb and object in the sentence and write S for subject, V for verb and O for object. The first sentence in the series is, the goat climbed up the hill. B part, the child ran across the routine. C part, bee makes honey. Jack and Jill ran up the hill. The cat jumped over the fence. Now, after doing this, it is the time to give you the homework solution of the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we will discuss about lesson 1, Rahul's decision. And I have tell you the summary of this chapter and assign you some homework regarding the particular chapter. So you have to do the homework of the same. So here is the homework solution. I have given you to complete the following sentences. A part. Rahul walked home from the station because. Why he walked from the station? Because his home was 6 kilometers away from town. There was no vehicle provided to him to go by the vehicle. That's why he has to walk home. Rahul's mother cried because she feels happy to meet his son. Why Rahul's mother cried? Because after a very long period, she met his son. That's why she was happy and she cried. Rahul's father was an army man earlier. Before doing the farming, he was an army man. Answer the following question. First question in the series is, how did Rahul feel when he came to know that his father also wanted him to be a farmer? In this question, you have to answer that when Rahul told his decision to his parents that he wanted to become a farmer or he wanted to do farming, what was the reaction of his parents? So the answer is, Rahul felt happy when he came to know that his parents also wanted him to be a farmer, as he was thinking that his father will not approve his decision. As in the story, I have told you that Rahul was in deep thought when he was coming to his home, that whether his parents approve his decision or not. And when he came to know that his parents also wanted him to be a farmer, he felt happy. He felt the thing which he wants, the dream he wants to be true, that dreams comes true. Second question. What was Rahul's decision? So, as this is the title of the lesson, Rahul's decision, so here the answer is, Rahul decided to become a farmer as he wanted to do farming on his land. As he wanted to do farming on his land, because he also wants to live with their family members, and secondly, he knows how much pain his father is taking while he is doing farming. So he decided to become a farmer and he wants to work with his father. His father also told him that over here in the farm we are away from smoke, dust and pollution. So they will be happy if he will be here only. Now, third one. When did Rahul reach home? Answer. Rahul reached home at 5 p.m. in the evening. Rahul reached home at 5 in the evening. So, why he reached so late? Because he has to walk also. So he has to walk a lot because his farm was 6 kilometers away from the home from the station. That's why he has to walk, and he reached home at 5 p.m. in the evening. I hope students you have done the work, and I have just given you the brief answers, but you have to write it with more points. Elaborate your answer and do it in your notebook. I hope you have learnt about the lesson 2 also, about the subject and predicate. So please complete the assignment of subject and predicate. In the next lecture, I will give you the homework solution for the same. Thank you.